Welcome back, casuals.
Woo! Let's get motivated.
They carried me out and then just launched me like a little javelin.
Who do you think you are? I am.
We're back. We're live. We on?
Welcome back, casuals.
Hey, g'day. Just
It's a bit,
just me and Hoops here today.
bit different today. I had to get off my ass for a change and press the buttons.
Yeah, actually, yeah, true.
Well, I've
been
sort
ages.
of out of touch with it all. It's been easy lately. No Lars today.
We got no Lars.
Yeah, the lad's away, so
we got to do all the fucking work.
I'm doing
Hooper got to do all the work.
Yeah, we.
Like I do it.
Yeah, we're a team.
Yeah, we're a team, buddy, aren't we? What's been going on, Bruss? You on your smoko break, are you?
Yeah, on Smogo. Thought we'd get a quick potty in because we have some exciting news.
Yeah.
Well, not exciting news. We have
Yeah.
an exciting trip coming up.
Yeah, we're getting away, going to the Podcast Royale.
This weekend, we'll be down the Gold Coast.
Yep. Getting... yeah, oh, so this is coming out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
sweet.
So we'll be down the Gold Coast. I'll be down Thursday. You'll be down Friday.
Yep. Fucking keen.
Sing some tins.
Yeah, yeah, get amongst it.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it. Heading down for the Alpha.
Are you going on the footy game
events
on the
podcast
Thursday or you're
Royale.
not?
Nah.
You're talking about...
Yeah, so Broncos play Bulldogs, top of the table clash.
Yep. That'll be a good game, actually, eh?
But
Will be.
fuck, it'd be a big mission to try go into Brisbane.
And then back
it's,
to Geelong,
it's a
yeah.
late game. If it was early, I would have went. But I think
Yeah,
it's
true.
7:50 kickoff.
And then couldn't get a train or anything after it, sure. But
Oh, I think trains still run, but I'd probably get back after midnight.
yeah,
so
yeah, fair enough.
fuck it. I think we actually do a walkthrough
Yep.
of the venue.
Yeah, right.
On the Thursday Arvo,
Oh, true.
because I'm like, I will get into it later,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Hard Yards boys that
Yeah,
are,
yep. You're training for
that
them?
are fighting on the night. I've been doing some training with
Local
them.
Townsville fellas?
Yep.
If you haven't
So,
heard them, have a listen to
Yeah,
them.
Hard Yards podcast.
I used to watch them years ago because they're YouTube.
Yeah,
They do mad full drive and shit.
Yeah.
So I used to watch one of them. I can't remember.
so
Sick
yeah,
Puppies or whatever.
I think we do a walkthrough of the venue Thursday and stuff. But
Yep.
I got a few mates down there from school that I might catch up with for dinner and
Yeah, nice.
a few quiet ales. Maybe.
You get Friday night fever, Thursday night fever for
Nah,
sure.
I'll
But
save that for Friday. Kevy be steaming in
yeah, I come in Friday.
lunchtime.
2
probably
nights.
get there.
Not for me, Friday, Saturday night. But fucking the flights, bro. Shitting me to tears or what? Fuck.
Not cheap.
Just, cocksuckers.
Left
should've
them
bought-
too late
Yeah, that was us being unorganised, really.
because we were sort of committed to the event,
Yeah.
but just for some reason didn't book our flights.
Yeah, we just thought, they'll get cheaper.
yeah,
Didn't happen.
nah, definitely
Got
not.
more expensive.
Yeah, but
So
Kevy will
what's the plan?
steam
We
in
fly down Friday. Yep.
Friday lunch.
Yep.
Catching up with
I've got some mates who live down there too.
a
They'll
couple of
come
your
around.
mates, couple of my mates.
Catch
the
up.
Brolga Big Back.
Pete and Bevo. Bro, big back. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Catch up
So
with
he lives
him.
down there now. I didn't even know.
I
Yeah.
think he must be Brisbane, but that side of Brisbane.
Yeah, okay.
So he
Yep.
said he lives like 40 minutes
So he's
away.
going to come.
So
Is he going to come Saturday or just on that Friday night?
just Friday. He
Yeah.
just said full send Friday.
Okay, sweet. Man, fuck yeah.
So
Good
I
to see
reckon
him.
catch up for lunch
Yep.
and then just kick on.
Awesome.
We're also staying with the Almost a Man boys.
Yeah, but that's what I'm keen to get
CNS
on with them
ballers.
boys. CNS lad.
So we haven't actually met them boys before,
Yeah.
but we fucking talk all the time.
They're
and,
good cunts. They
yeah.
sound like the same as us anyway.
Yeah, other North Queensland fellas. So yeah, we'll be bunking up with them boys.
Yep. And then, so what's the plan on Saturday? Do you have even? Oh God, no! I'm coming into a blind. I don't really know what's going on. What time to
Same.
kick off and all that? Because the Almost a Man boys, they fought in it last year, so at least
Yeah.
they'll know what's happening.
Yeah, we'll just follow them.
Yep. Yeah, nice.
Follow them.
Is it? It's an
around.
afternoon thing. Does it kick
I
off?
think
sure
it
of eh?
does. I think it starts at maybe 4 in the Arvo,
Yeah, okay.
possibly,
Yep.
because they're really advertising the after party.
Yeah.
So you'd
yep.
think they'd have to finish at a reasonable time.
So they could. What's the goes? The after party at the same spot, or
I think it's all at the same
it's
venue.
all exact same? Yeah,
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
handy then. Okay,
Pretty sure it's all at the same venue.
Yep.
So yeah, it'll be good.
that's good. No, it's me and Jimmy's coming along
Yeah,
too.
Jimmy Judge. We'll be down there with
Keen to
Jimmy
get-
Judge as well. So
Yep.
yeah, it's going to be a mad crew.
Yeah, I'm keen to watch these
Really
fights too.
looking
Eh?
forward to
It's gonna
it.
be because it's like you'd be keen, wouldn't you? Because you're used to watching like amateur fights all the time,
Yeah.
even like pro fights as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
This would just be like
Well-
this would just be like a bunch of mongrels slugging
Well,
it.
A couple of weeks ago, we spoke about it. I went down to Sydney for like
An actual pro
really
fight.
good
Yeah.
professional fights.
So this
and
be a
now I'm-
contrast. I reckon these ones might be more entertaining.
Oh man, sometimes too, and it doesn't matter. Even at the amateur level, like we run amateur boxing event, our club, a couple of weeks ago. A lot of people just starting out, but it doesn't matter if you have two evenly matched people.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they're high skill level.
Yep.
If they're evenly matched, it's
You're in for a
exciting.
banger. Exactly.
And,
Yep. Yep.
Sometimes the real, like obviously Floyd Mayweather, people don't like real technical boxing a lot of the time. They
Yeah.
can't appreciate it. So they just want
They
to
just
see
wanna see-
two
they wanna
cunts
just
fucking-
bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
just
get it.
see two cunts sitting there fucking
Yeah.
swinging.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I
and
think
you'll
that-
see that, I'm sure.
I think there'll be a lot
I
of
wonder
that.
how many, because we're just looking at some of the fights before. There's so many more than I realised. I don't listen to a whole lot of Australian podcasts.
But what if we preview them?
But yeah, go on then, preview them, yeah. I actually don't listen to a lot of podcasts. Even in general, I don't really listen to,
Yeah.
like I don't listen as much as you, so a lot of them I don't know.
So these previews are pretty much, we don't know much about a lot of them. So it's just going to be judging off
Oh, you want
looks,
to
off
pick
looks,
who?
I suppose. Yeah,
you wanna
we'll
pick
pick
who
a
wins?
winner or
Okay,
pick
go on then.
how we think it's going to go. So I think this is going to be in order too.
Yep.
This is the order that
Oh, okay.
Alpha Events posted it. So
Yeah, right,
I
this is from
think
the start.
I think this might be the order. So we have Zach Palmas from Proper True Yarn podcast and Matt Brown from Marty and Michael. Fully
heard-
actual.
I've
So
heard both. I've heard of both of those
I think
podcasts.
both them lads might be the
the tech
Yeah.
switch bitch. That's mad.
They're the
'Cause
lasers.
Marty and Michael, when I had my long mop head, I used to people said, hey, he looked like that fella from Marty and Michael.
Well,
I don't know which one he is. Is he Michael or Marty? Long haired Yahoo.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure them lads fought last year.
D-Max
and they did all right.
D-Max first person. Hey, but you look like Marty and Michael.
So who we picking here, Zach or Matt?
No, they fought one last year, and the one with the short hair was actually half D's.
Yeah.
Marty, I think it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was like actually pretty like seemed like he knew a bit.
Well, let's see how their switchy goes because I'm backing him.
Okay, who you got?
baldy head. He's got a bit of a scary look on his face.
One thing I've
here.
learned from years of watching Ultimate Fighter is you can never pick, and you'd know from boxing,
Yeah,
you can never pick who's going to win by looking at him, ever.
Well, that's
Especially
what
in
we're
MMA.
doing. That's what we're doing
maybe,
here. though.
Maybe in boxing you can a bit more, but MMA you can't because sometimes you got some little skinny looking fella and he's like black
Well,
belt
look
jits.
at what's his name, Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, that was a good
Tyson Fury?
That was a good one. Tyson Fury,
Fury.
of course, man. Yeah.
But who you going here?
I'll go Zachariah.
Zach. He looks a bit scared in his face. So maybe that's
maybe it's
just
a false act, bro. Eh?
He's just acting like he's frightened. He's
Just
going to
luring
come
him.
out and
Yeah.
just fucking.
acting timid.
Just be a weapon.
Okay, who we got next here?
What's next one?
Jeremy versus Kyle.
Jeremy Lattimore from the Journeyman podcast
Yep.
and Kyle Ashburn from the Off Season. Big
Yep.
boys.
They are. They'll be
So do you
heavyweight.
know? So Jeremy Lattimore used to play NRL. He was sort
Yeah,
of like
I know that name.
fringe, like he was in and out of squads a lot.
Yep.
I'm not too familiar with the off-season lads. I've like their socials and stuff I see pop up, but I haven't listened to be honest. But
Yeah,
he
yeah.
looks like a big tough dude,
He looks like a mad dog.
and I'm pretty sure, like going through their socials, I think he's been training with Ben Savar
Oh, yeah.
or Savar. He's
I'm
he's a
not sure.
pommy dude, but he's been out in Australia for a few years. He was a good pro boxer,
Oh, right, yeah.
and he's a really good coach.
Oh, man. Who's training him?
So
The one on the
Kyle,
right?
I think Kyle
okay.
has been training with Benny Savar.
I'll pick him then.
So that's got to be a big boost.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know, Jeremy being a former pro athlete, I think he's had one pro fight as well.
Yeah, yep.
Where I think they just set him up with some lad he was meant to beat.
The old classic NRL fight.
Yeah, yeah.
The old mismatch.
But-
Didn't win. No, good
Maybe,
win.
maybe that'll make a difference. And I think coming from a professional background, Latsy might have this.
Yeah, well, you think if athletes, they got that, you know, they're naturally fitter too. And rugby league players are fucking fit.
Yeah.
Whether you still have it or not, you know, they could bounce back quick.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going him, I'll go Kyle.
Kyle
I'll go the
does look
opposite.
like a fucking bit of a rough lad.
He looks like
though.
a mongrel, but he punch around for a fucking BB.
He looks
Yeah,
like a
no.
tough guy, and
He does.
would have been getting some good training. I reckon that's a fucking good fight. actually.
that is good.
Big boys be throwing down.
All the big boppers, right?
I'll go Latsy, you go Kyle.
Yeah, go on then. Mix it up. 1 for 1.
Right,
what we
what's
got
next?
here? Brody Harrington. Now that's drama. I've heard of that podcast
Yeah.
for sure. Yep. Right. Brighton McFarlane, and we don't get out much. I've actually heard of both of those. I don't
Yeah.
listen to a whole lot of podcasts, like I was saying, but
I've listened to the Now That's Dramas
Yep.
a bit, and
Yep.
I talked to the Iggs boys a bit, and
Yep.
Big Bad Brody.
nice. Who gets that one, you reckon?
I'm going for Brode.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, bro.
Other lad's got a bald
I
bald
gotta
head
mix
and
it
a
up.
beard.
I'll go bald head, beard, bud.
Baldy head and a beard.
That's a combo you can't fuck around with.
I think they're from down Victoria somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
We don't get out much.
Yep.
The other boys are from Newcastle.
No, I reckon-
who's tougher? Bendy?
No, I'm going Brody.
Yeah, I'm going Brody.
Oh, is that where they're from? Newcastle?
I think they're from Newey, and the other
Yep.
guys are from Bendigo. Or something.
Madness. Yeah, Roger. Oh, no, Bendigo can't be way tougher.
You reckon?
I'm jumping ships. Nah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. No. Righto, who else
Nah,
we
we're
got?
going Brody there. Brody for the win.
Yeah.
This is Brady's other little mate from Now That's Drama, Will.
Will
So
Tinson.
Will's from that one.
Yep,
But we
yep.
got to go Anthony here from the Pub MO
Oh, here we
podcast.
go. That's Innisfail.
Yeah.
Is it North Queensland?
Yep, in his
Yeah,
foul.
brother.
Holding the bloody bananas there.
Yeah. Little, banana farmer.
So-
training with the Markey brothers.
I think
Oh.
they train with them at that gym.
What is it? Was it Fusion or something?
Fusion in Innisfail.
Yep. Yeah, we got it back to Queenslander.
Of course, North Queenslander.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bros.
They, as much as I like the Now That's Dramas
Yeah, they're good
boys,
fellas. Yeah.
Pub MO all the way.
Yeah, Rogie.
Let's go, Tony.
What's going on here? What's this next one, bud?
Oh, this,
Oh, blindfolded about.
this is the fucking 7-man blindfolded. Oi, but see the fellow in the top left there, Ben? He's
This is
actually
gonna be-
legally blind,
he's
apparently.
he's got the stick there with him. What a mad dog, bud. He's got an advantage on. He's going to take them all out, bro.
Yeah.
He's like Daredevil.
Wait, because you know how they
He got
reckon...
superhero, that fella.
Yeah. Wait, I was going to say,
Yeah,
that
surely.
actually happens, they think. Eh?
Yeah, fucking oath.
Like, if you lose your sight,
You'd be
your other senses
would
come.
enhance. I'm picking him for sure, but
He
he's
can
going to mop
hear
the
and
floor.
he just smelling them out. Just sniff them out like a
Little sniffer
fucking
dog.
canine and then just start whacking them.
Yeah, but he's got him for sure, bro. He's not. I reckon.
Remember they had this
He's gonna
fight
mop the
last year
floor
as
for more.
well, and cunts were
Yeah.
just like they were getting into
They
the ref
do.
and everything.
Yeah. You'd be fucking cautious if you're a
So
ref
this
out there, eh?
this is pretty funny. So we
Maybe
got
like a little dwarf ref or something.
So I don't really know who's from who here, but we got Talkin' Tough, Your Mates podcast, Dusty Boots, Two Pest Kents,
Two piss
and
cans.
see
I've
the
heard of
fella,
some of them, eh?
the top right. That's Tony's mate from Innisfail, Pub MO.
Oh yeah,
Old Joe.
yep,
But
yep.
look at his photo,
The
bro.
Dusty Boots. I've heard of them. That fella could sing. He's a real good singer.
I think
eh?
they're the two at the front there with
Yeah,
the hats
yeah.
on.
Yep.
Yeah, he can.
And he
sing
was in
that
like Australian Idol or
country
something.
music
Yeah,
singer.
country
eh?
mad singer. Yeah,
He is a
I'm
good
pretty sure I've
singer.
heard.
I think it's this Billy fella.
Ah, good on him.
But see the other North Queenslander, I reckon he'll knock every cunt out.
Top
Got
right.
the overalls and a fucking sweatband on his head. Chucking up the west side.
West side, brother.
Fuck yeah.
Nah.
Got the Nelly patch.
Oh,
Got the Nelly band-aid
It's
under.
getting hot in here.
Okay.
He looks pretty gangster, bud. Yeah, he might mop the floor. Nah, I reckon go the blind fella.
Yeah, surely.
But
He's
is it
gotta
obviously
have-
1v1? Is it 1v1? Every man
No.
for himself.
So they
tap in and out.
No, so every cunt starts in the ring.
But what if you punch a
all
mate?
Don't matter.
Because Dusty Boots are but two of them.
Some
They
of
can
them are
fight
from
each
the same potties, eh? So imagine they knock each other out. Double knockout.
Oh, it's fucking mad.
But I don't know, but I'm keen to see that because that's going to be fucking
wicked, right?
entertaining.
What do we got next? Oh, this
Oh, the big boys.
The big heavyweights.
Big Buster Kirby from the Two Flogs and Aaron Gox. You know that Goxy
I've heard of
fella?
Two Flogs, but Aaron Gox.
Goxy, he's like a comedian.
Oh, he does look
posts heap of
familiar.
funny videos.
Yeah, he does look familiar. Who you reckon gets it?
Whoever doesn't run out of puff.
Two Homer Simpsons. Nah, give him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to
It
go.
might be a long fight.
Buster's got to be the favorite because I think he's actually part of the Alpha events.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep. Well, I'm going mullet, man.
he'll have a lot of support there.
Can't knock back a mullet, bro. I reckon.
Yeah.
I'll pick him.
I reckon this will be, I don't know, this will be interesting.
And then what's
I
this?
really don't know
I'll go
who's
mullet,
gonna win
man.
that.
We got the next one here. We
Oh,
got
girls.
the two Sheilas. Yeah, that's gonna be mad. Summer Perry versus Renee Gracie from. So we got Deadass podcast first in the backseat podcast. Who gets that one, bro?
I don't know. Girls' fights are always tough to judge.
Yeah.
I'm going to go,
I'm gonna go lefty.
Summer.
Summer. Yeah,
Yeah.
same, bro.
because they're from Rocky. That's Bryzy's. I think it might be his sister.
Are they Rocky?
No, yeah.
Man,
So,
awesome. That's
Rocky's got to be tougher than wherever Renee's from. I think she's a V8 driver, eh? Is that chick?
Oh, is that chick?
I think
yeah,
she used to
right.
be a V8 driver,
yep.
and now she does other stuff.
Okay, yeah, right. That's cool as fuck.
Nah, Rocky, Queenslander. Let's
Okay,
go.
next one. We got Tyler.
Oh, here
Morris
we go.
versus Cody
so
Allen.
this
Oh,
was
his Townsville fella.
So this is Cody from Hard Yards TSV.
Yep.
He was meant to be fighting Cam from Alpha Blokes, which would have been
yeah,
mad because
that would have been
obviously everyone's there to see the Alpha Blokes.
What
pretty
happened
much.
there?
Cam run
or
into
something.
a few health issues, I think, and
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
they're trying to sort them out. So hopefully the lad bounces back and he's all fit and healthy and
So we
nothing,
got
nothing
Cody
too
Allen
worrying. But
from
they
Sick
got this
Puppies
fella.
or whatever. Or
Yeah.
it's a hard yards fence post. Oh, is that what it's called? Fence. I thought it was Sick Puppies. I can't
think-
remember. I used to watch
yeah.
it years ago. He's versus Tylen Wallace. That
yeah.
fella looks familiar, eh? Is he like a ringer fella?
Yeah, so apparently he's just like some cowboy who puts up
reels
on,
and that.
Yeah,
I think I've seen some of his stuff.
true. I've never seen his stuff, but yeah, they pulled him in a couple of weeks ago as a late replacement.
Little
for
short
Cam.
notice. Good
But
on
fuck,
him.
he looks in good shape.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
And one thing about like
The ringers, they go hard.
cowboys,
They're hard workers.
they're
tough guns.
naturally fit,
They are.
naturally strong.
Naturally
so,
wiry and tough.
Cody's been training pretty good.
We got to back Cody. Got to back Townsville fella.
I'm going. Like we'll be in his corner too. So
Yep. Definitely.
Tylen, watch out, mate.
Yep. So talk about you been in his corner.
Yeah.
Training him?
So we've been training since pretty much the start of the year. I think they did start out at another gym, but weren't quite feeling it. So
Yeah, fair enough.
I sent them a message a while ago, and they took me up on the offer to do some training, and they've been going good. We've just I told them with any first fight, you just got to try be fitter than the other guy.
Yeah.
Most of the
Is
time.
that the best advice you could ever give anyone getting into boxing?
Unless you run into like someone who's just a really natural athlete, or just
Can
a
move.
freak natural.
Yep.
You should all pretty much be the same sort of level at the start. So as long as you've drilled basics,
Yep.
like basic techniques, and you're really fit,
Yeah. Okay.
like if you can be fitter than the other guy, most of the time that'll get you over the line.
Could you go as far to say like be super fit and just be good defensively?
Yeah.
Like not the Homer Simpson style.
I think
where but like when you start sparring, I feel like the first thing you realize is like, man, I can get punched around easy.
yeah, I think
Once
being
you learn to defend yourself,
being
first,
used to
then you can work
reacting,
on
not getting hit and then like balling up
Exactly,
or
yeah.
like shitting yourself,
and then you
kind
kind of just turn to water.
yeah, being
It's kind of like defensive composure.
Yeah, exactly. Being composed under that attack. I guess
That's probably one of the biggest things to get your head initially
Definitely.
over in that sport.
Yeah. And sometimes realize like getting used to getting hit. Like you don't want to get hit, but if you can get used to it and then give some back instead of shying away from it,
I get that.
is a big thing.
It's probably funny how like not that you want to get hit, but how quickly you can become conditioned to getting hit and reacting to it.
Yeah.
Because at first you probably just get shocked around. I felt that with my bony legs in Muay Thai. At first I thought, oh, this is bugger, but then your legs get tougher.
Oh, you get used to being hit, and then you're like, oh, well, if I take one, I'm going to give 2 or 3 back.
Yep.
So we've just been working on
from those
basics,
videos-
trying to get fit.
From those videos you've seen they put up, like they look like they got pretty heavy hands. They look like half big boys.
Who's that?
These boys.
Yeah. No, so
Cody.
Cody's, he's been going good. He actually moves okay. So we'll see how he goes on the night. That's the thing too. Someone could look
I've heard
half
that.
decent in the gym and then get in there, especially event like this.
I
Like
heard-
there's going to be thousands of people.
That's common, eh?
You could just turn to water or
They say that's a real common thing. I've heard listen to the Jackson podcast, like because that's one of the I love the MMA MMA, and they reckon sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes people amazing in the gym, fight night, you're like, where was it? And sometimes there's people that are average in the gym on fight night, they rise up to it and they do really, really
definitely.
well.
Yeah, I've seen that for sure. Even
Like, how did they get that win?
even at the level that I coach at, it's like some people they don't look that good in the gym, then they jump in and just surprise you, and others they look $1 million. They're fucking. You think, I've got a good one here.
Can't really turn it up under pressure.
They just can't put it together, or mentally.
You reckon it's a pressure thing, or
probably have a mental stall when they get in there.
Because hopping in the ring and having all eyes on you would be it's pretty like it's a pretty
it's daunting
feeling. Or what?
Oath.
Putting yourself out
Especially
there.
like that's the thing. If you're having your first few amateur fights, it's probably going to be at a pub in front of a couple hundred people. This is a big event.
and people this is a massive
So
event.
for all of the guys jumping in, good on you. Like,
Hats off to
fucking-
anyone. 100% hats
yeah.
off to anyone. Like if you put yourself out there on the line and get in there, like good on them, I reckon.
But it'll be interesting to see how everyone reacts.
Because I suppose with team sports, right, when you're playing a team sport, you kind of have this feeling of unity. Like I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? Like you go when you're playing footy back in the day or basketball, you do get nerves before your games, but when you actually kick off, you're not doing it solo. You know what I'm saying?
you got
have
all your
support.
teammates to
Where
bloody rely on.
This kind of sport, it's just you.
Yeah.
You're just in there. I mean, you do have your coaches and that, but when the bell goes off, it's
Just
basically
you.
just
you and them.
which is a daunting, like you said.
And you're both trying to do the same thing. Fucking hurt each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it'll be interesting to see how everyone reacts. But I think Cody will do well, and
Yep, good on him.
hopefully Tylen is prepared.
Yeah, I reckon.
But he does look like a fit, strong young lad.
I've seen some of his reels of
a
him
working
of just him cruising out, like riding around horse. It's like half of them are funny. Like
righto.
Okay, so then we got the next one. We got another hard yards fella,
Yep.
another Townsville boy.
So Bam from the Hard Yards versus Thomas O'Donnell from another We Don't Get Out Much.
Get how much? Yep.
Bam. Big bad Bam.
He looks like half staunch with that beard, eh? But
Yeah,
he
he's
looks
got a
like
scary look on him.
he
He's
does,
actually a
man.
really nice fella.
Is he?
Yeah.
But he looks like he wants to take my lunch money right now, but nah.
They both fucking got good beards and both look half scary.
Straight out of like Red Dead Redemption, eh? You dress them up cowboy style.
But
No, they look like mad dogs. But we go Robbie. We follow Bam Bam.
Yeah, Bam as well. He's been putting in the work. He does same shit. He was doing week on, week off, but this last month he's pretty much taken off. So we've just been training
Flat, good on him.
for this month leading in, and
Yep.
they're looking good, the lads. So like I say, we don't know what's going to happen until fight night, but
Yeah.
I have faith in
That's
it.
the joy of the sport. That's the joy of the sport. You never know. And that's the build up, to some like I'm getting G'd up because Volk's fighting this weekend on Sunday, so I've been watching all that stuff. So many people doubting him, A lot of people doubting him. I reckon he can get it done, but this will come out after that's happened,
true.
So yeah, who knows? We'll find out.
Well-
But they're just a build up, and like we're saying, you never know. No matter what, you can never
Anything
know
can happen.
till they happen.
Any cunt can get clipped.
Yep.
You could be winning
Yep.
every second of the fight, every minute of every round.
Leon Edwards versus Kamara Usman
and
won.
then the
Or
last
two.
10
Number two
seconds,
it was. Yeah.
like the last 10 seconds get caught. Who knows?
I know, yeah.
And I think that is probably what is so fascinating about combat sports to people.
Yep.
Because
it can
like,
change at any time.
generally other sports, there's momentum shifts and stuff, but it's like if you're ahead,
Like say, basketball, if you're ahead 40 points, there's no way they're done. Yeah.
but you could be, say, a 12-round fight, you could be up every single round and then get knocked out in the last 10 seconds.
It's happened before. You know what's crazy? The Black Beast, Derek Lewis, has done it twice.
Yeah.
Down all rounds, and in the last 10 seconds, pulled a knockout of his ass.
I think that's what's so captivating about it, and why, events like this, especially because, like we said, cunts are going to be just swinging.
Yeah, but it's going to be wild.
So anything can happen in these fights.
Right.
So who's going to be first to land? I think it's going to be Bam.
Yeah. Yep. Good on him. What's this next one?
Denny Grant from the Denny Rants podcast.
Rob
and
Sutherland.
Rob Sutherland from the Better
Bloke Project.
Don't know too much about either of these, to be honest. I have watched Better Bloke. They've had some good guests on. I think they had Jimmy on.
Oh, awesome.
And they had Liam Paro on after he
wicked.
won and stuff.
Yep.
I think this Rob, just going through his socials, I think he's, I don't know if it's his kids or, I think he's mixed up a bit with that All-Star Boxing in Brisbane, which is a very, very good gym.
Is it?
Yeah, Vegas Larfield and like Ben Hussein and Liam Wilson. And
Yeah, okay.
they've got the most stacked amateur team as well.
Really? Wow.
Pretty much in the country.
So you reckon he's training there?
I think he's been training there a bit. So he's going to be well drilled, I reckon.
Yeah, Rogie.
And is it just me or does this photo? Denny looks very short.
Yeah, it looks like
Or is it just the way the photo is?
they've done him a dirty and put the camera looking down on him like Jack Black.
Do the old Undertaker fucking thing.
He looks like-
You got to take your photos upwards so you look taller.
They're like 90s rap album cover. Yeah, I'm going to follow on the right.
Yeah,
I'll go
I
Rob.
reckon Rob's
Yeah.
got it. Denny has some tough stickers though.
Yeah, well, you never know. They increase your strength by 5%, don't they?
Got
I'd
some
like to think so.
You're at plus 200. Hey? You got some tattoos.
Oh, fuck that ain't.
Right, what's
Yeah, we got
next?
him. We got it.
Here we go. The
Oh,
big
we
dog,
got
Tommy
Big
Dahl.
Tommy.
Tommy Dahl from the Alpha Blokes versus Oliver Fraser from the Mayfield podcast.
I'm not too sure of them. Obviously, everyone knows Alpha Blokes and Tommy.
I don't know. Oliver looks like half a fucking solid cunt, eh?
He does, but yeah, he
looks
does.
thick. He looks very
Yeah.
solid, but Tommy's got it. Sure.
Well, who did Tommy fight last time?
He fought the big Klutzy, from
the real big
Bruin
fella.
beers.
Yeah, the real big fella. Yeah, that's right.
So, and Tommy's been in there. I don't know what Oliver's background is, but Tommy's had that one fight and felt the crowd behind him, and he's obviously going to have, I dare say, the most support out of anyone.
Yeah, he would. Okay, well, you go him. I'll go the classic underdog story.
True.
Do you ever do that when you're watching fighters you
Yeah.
don't know? You
Yeah,
just go
yeah.
like, go for the underdog.
Always
whatever.
pick the black guy. I'm going Tommy.
No, it's like you're watching a horror movie. You always pick the black guy to survive. 'Cause he always dies off first.
Yeah.
We've
right.
got here Brian Perry from the Dead Ass Podcast versus Andrew Hamilton, the Flog Cabin Podcast.
So that Andrew's a stand-up comedian,
Oh, yeah.
but he's been a jail. I've look him up, bro. I reckon you'd like his story. So he was like a big mushroom dealer
Madness.
Like,
True.
yeah, bro.
That's random.
So back in the day, he was like drug dealer.
Yeah.
But I think it was pretty much just mushrooms and stuff, like nothing crazy.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
But he ended up going to jail. He's got a mad story.
Madness.
I've heard him on a few podcasts, and I think he incorporates it a lot in his stand-up. He's actually pretty fucking funny.
Fuck yeah,
and got some cool stories. But Brizzy from the Deadass, he fought last year and actually looked quite good.
Yeah, I think I remember him.
I think he's done a fair bit of training before.
I'll probably go him, I reckon.
And another Queenslander, Rocky Boy.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Rocky. That's awesome. I didn't realise that.
So, Brizzy, he's got the experience.
Yep.
He's been there before.
Yeah,
he's got a bald head and a beard.
Yeah, bud. That's a combo.
Got a scary look.
He looked like Volk's older brother.
Yeah, he does a bit, eh? Well, I wonder if that
younger brother, actually. He looks younger.
If Andrew's got any wonder if he got any biffs in jail.
Sure of it.
You reckon?
Or maybe he was like, if he's a mushroom dealer, maybe he's like the peace.
Probably
the fucking
peacekeeper.
He's the treaty man.
He would have been the peacekeeper probably. But I don't know if he's sort of been a bit rough.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You got to be rough to go to fucking do time, you know.
But I reckon Brizzy there.
Yeah. Yep. Same. That's the last one.
That's it by the looks of it.
Righto.
That's a lot of what's that?
12
fights or so.
If you don't like, there's probably some people listening thinking, what are these cunts talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, just I don't know, put the photos up. Or
I
something.
guess
Go on
Alpha Events.
Either way,
page.
I'm keen. Either way, whoever you are, people like to watch fight.
Yeah,
It's pretty natural. Unless you like my missus and you don't like violence.
True.
You know, but I think most people naturally.
How does she like? Do you watch UFC at home, or you always go? Pub and watch it?
I watch it at home. Yeah.
Does she watch it all?
Nah, not really. Not about. I've tried to get her to come and watch amongst it. I'm always telling her she hears about it regardless.
Yeah.
Like, Robbie Whittaker won. Robbie Whittaker, and then Robbie Whittaker lost. That's been me.
Does she
lately.
be like, I don't care?
Yeah.
Because my missus, whenever I start talking about shit she don't care about, which is all the time, pretty much. Like I just start bringing up a topic, she like lets me go for a bit, and then if I get too carried away, she'll be like, I don't care.
Does she shut you down now like that, or does she just pretend to show interest?
No, she shuts me down. She'll show interest for a bit, and then it's like I've taken that as a
then you accept you're telling even more.
I keep going, then she's like, I don't care.
Sometimes I do it just to troll my missus because I know she don't care. Just talk about fights.
But yeah, you probably don't know what we're fucking talking about if you're not into that space, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
But go on the Alpha Events Instagram page,
Yep.
and you can probably look at some photos. Otherwise, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
We did, like, those that don't know, we did try to get Kevy on it, but
Hooper tried signing me up, but no.
I didn't tell him about it. I
He
just
stitched me
filled out the paperwork, signed him up, but we didn't get accepted.
I mean, in hindsight, like part of me wanted to, obviously, hop in the ring would have been sick, but part of me is just happy as fuck.
Happy we get to go and just sink
Yeah,
beers.
when I seen that I was like, it's a bit of a relief. I just get to go watch it or whatever now.
So we'll just go and sink a thousand
Do you reckon there's
beers.
anyone, because I know last year it seemed like there was people who just rocked up, no training kind of thing, or maybe they did, but they were just. But do you reckon there's anyone who's going into this just no fucks given?
I think after the first event, people are taking this one.
Yeah,
more
it seems
serious.
that's what I'm saying. It seems
I think
more
the
interesting.
first one
Yeah.
people probably didn't do as much, and I don't know, people might not have realized how big of an event it was going to be and stuff like
Roger.
that. They didn't care as much, but it seems like this year people are taking it a lot more serious.
Yeah,
So
it does.
We
Honestly.
might actually see some.
There might be some
decent
good fights, yeah.
as long as they're evenly matched, like I said. And one thing they did do this year, which they obviously learned from, is they're sort of going in. I don't think there's official weights and stuff, but like Tommy last year fought that big cunt who was like 40 kilo heavier or
way
something.
bigger than him. Yeah.
So it's like
It's a bit more
I think people
closer
are
to
matched a
match.
bit closer.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
even just that should make more exciting
Yeah,
fights.
exactly. Yeah, yep.
It's like anytime you run an event, whether it's in a boxing event, a golf day, anything, you always learn and get better. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
And
sure
like you said, you want it to be evenly matched because that's always like even when you're watching the footy. If you're watching the footy and the score's like 40 to 6 or
Yeah.
something, you zone out.
Yeah.
I do. But if
But
it's
I'm
a close
sure-
game, you know, it's like
I'm sure
70
the boys bloody learnt heaps from
Yeah.
putting it on last year.
Yeah,
And
yep.
But yeah, I think a lot of people are
Hats off to
training.
May. Hats off to the organisation of it. I think it's cool for the
Yeah.
podcast community. It's like it's just a good event in general.
Yeah. And if
Yeah.
they keep doing it,
Yeah.
as we keep growing,
Hooper's fighting next year.
if people aren't too scared to fight the big CT cattle dog, the big CT red blood cattle dog,
You just yell that from the sideline all the time.
Tommy Rodonigus. Cattle dog. It's about the only good thing New South Wales have ever fucking come up with.
Oh, it's fucking classic.
Hey.
I love it. I miss it. Yeah.
But the big ringer will be in there. One day.
I'd be in there for sure.
One day.
But I'd probably get punched around. But
They probably seen,
because
because I had to fill out, estimated weight and height and stuff. They probably seen some fucking 190-something centimetre.
Yeah, they wouldn't have.
Red-headed
Couldn't get a
fucking
match.
cunt from Charters Towers. Everyone frightened. Hey? They all
Make them
frightened.
wink it.
Oh, Charters Towers.
They're probably just like, fuck, how do we match this big gangly cunt?
Yeah. Big skinny cunt. 60 kilo. Like Big Fondora. The cunt who fought Tim Zoo. He's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
6'6", but he
6 inch-
fights at 70
6 inch
kilo.
reach advantage, bro. There's a fellow who's fighting on the undercard. Always forget his name, but he's fighting on the prelims of this weekend's fight, and he just doesn't. He's too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait, who was the big Dutch
you
cunt
got
fought
John
at
Jones,
heavyweight
probably the
for
goat.
years?
Probably the goat. John Jones is long and uses it to his advantage, but this fella is just too string bean, bro. Yeah.
No, was it Stefan?
Stefan Struve.
Struve.
So that's the fella. I'm
Big
pretty
Dutch
sure.
cunt.
Was beating Black Beast the whole fight,
yeah.
and then Black Beast got a knockout in the last 10 seconds.
He was like
and then
7 foot.
He did it. He was huge, bro, massive, and he did it to someone else too. Can't remember who, but literally in like the last 10 seconds of the fight, like losing, and then just pulled out a fucking knockout out of his ass, man. One of the best ones is it Korean Zombie and Rodriguez fighting a war the whole time, and then in the last second of the fight. Rodriguez, who's fighting on Sunday this weekend, he gets or Hari or whatever you say, how you pronounce his name, gets an elbow where he ducks under. And
I have seen that.
he got
it's
that.
like a backwards fucking
He literally got that knockout in the last second of the fight.
unreal.
Which is phenomenal. And then obviously the biggest one, I reckon, in history is Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman 2. And it's for a title. And Kamaru Usman's dominating the first 4 rounds. And then he lands that headshot. Pull yourself out of the fire, man. Don't let him bully you.
Yeah, that's right. His cornerman
Bang.
gave him that mad
And then he
advice,
does
eh?
that fake or whatever he does, fake, and then head kick. Bang.
Wait, I had this that popped up recently. There was like a compilation of all these cornermen given advice, and there was that one. Teddy Atlas has heaps. Like, have
does
you ever
he?
seen his corner
I
advice?
honestly don't think
like
I
him
have,
and
bro.
Tim Bradley. Like,
We
are firemen. We live in the fire. The fire don't scare us. We
I know
run
what you're talking
towards
about.
it. And like he just pumps people up, and I'm thinking, fuck it. Like I'm not good like that.
Or remember the old Macca's ad where they were like, he stole your French fries.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've ever given like
Real pump up ones like that.
But
then you have-
when you pump them up, how.
Then you have what's his name? Is it John Winkleworth or
Yeah,
whatever his name is?
real
Who's
calm.
like, you're in the waterfall. There's a waterfall. And then you have Trevor Whitman, where he's like, we're having fun out here, baby. We're having fun.
Yeah, there's so many different ways
approach,
to do it, I suppose.
but
and
then
you got to know your fighter.
don't let him bully you, son.
Like there's some fighters that probably react well to being screamed at and maybe
True.
slapped. Like you ever
Yeah.
seen cunts slap their
Yeah,
fighters?
yep, have seen that.
Others
Yep.
you might need to be like, come on, mate.
Yeah, it all depends their style. Yeah,
That's so interesting, eh?
yep. And some of them are like, you can tell some of them are really like that coach sensei thing. Some of them are like, yes sir, yes sir. Like the fighters, like, copy sir, yep.
Wonder if there'll be any knockouts this weekend.
It'd be interesting because on the first one there were a few
I think
finishes. I
there
remember
was
one was a
one
finish
or
from a
two.
dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
But the dude who did win that, I remember he looked like one of the best fighters of the whole
Yeah.
night. He's like a big, tall, sort of
What's his name?
blondie.
The
Was it
big-
blondie redhead fella?
Yeah.
He looked like the best fighter. But he won via old mate getting popped out. Didn't he pop his shoulder out? or
There
something?
was 2 shoulder dislocations last
was
year.
there
I'm pretty
2?
Sure. I actually think there was 2, but no, yeah, that's right. It was it Jace from Reggie's? He fucking clipped Jarchi
Yeah, right.
and he went down, but then I think he popped his shoulder. But it's like he got clipped before that.
He got
I
right.
think. I can't fully
Because I think there was
remember,
like
but-
two or three finishes.
But then there was
were they
another
from injury?
one. There was another pop shoulder too, I think.
It's probably prone to injury. Like if they're not a lot of athletes.
Oh, if they're just throwing haymakers too, like if you're not throwing with proper technique, chances of popping your shoulder are a lot higher. But it'd be good to see a knockout or 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. But hopefully everyone just gets in there, has fun, gets
Yep.
home safe.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm
Has a
not
good
gonna-
night after
yeah.
it. I'm keen for the after party.
Yeah.
Get to meet some people.
Hopefully it
get on a
finishes.
beer.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing. Like
Yeah.
for us, I think.
Yeah.
We're still growing, but meeting as
some
many
other
people as we can,
100%,
and
yeah.
anyone see us around, come
Catch
have
up
a
with
chat if you
catch up
want.
with some mates down there too on the Friday night and that.
Yeah.
Hit the Big Smoke. I haven't been to Goldie for a long time actually.
Neither.
Yeah.
I think it would have been fucking 2016, 2017 since I've been in Gold Coast.
Well,
Probably 8 or 9 years, I reckon.
Mine would have been probably about that too, man. 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, road trip. We went through there when we road tripped down to Yamba in 2020, I think it was, 2021 or something. But yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Well, what else has been happening otherwise before this? Anything else you want to touch on?
No, Not necessarily. I've just been fucking putting money away for this trip.
Yeah,
like we said,
yep.
The flights and
It all adds up.
all
eh?
that sort of stuff. And obviously, I just got back from Sydney, so
Accommodation. Yeah, bro.
Easter coming up, all that sort of stuff. So I've just been working a fair bit.
Yep. Try to get ahead
Yeah.
before it all comes. I got busy because I got this, and then I got a Bucks party the weekend after. I got lots of stuff happening.
Yeah. No, I've been laying low since Sydney, just prepping for this.
Yep.
Go hard down the Gold Coast, I reckon.
Yeah. One little blowout.
But yeah, we just thought we'd get on this week in the lead up and give our
Little
shitty
Our
opinions
two Bob, not
on.
that we have a fucking Hooper does. You're a boxer, so you got a good
Yeah,
opinion.
but like we said,
I'm
we're just looking at photos.
Yeah, yeah, and like that's what I used to love about watching the Ultimate Fighter season back in the day. So they'd always come out and you'd be like, this fella would smash him.
Yeah.
Next, like big tank looking fella.
Yeah.
Next minute he's getting choked out. I love that style. Not judge a book by its cover.
Old Big Country Nelson just fucking smashing everyone.
Fuck yeah, bro! Old big belly on him,
Yeah.
Dominate.
But no, it'll be a good weekend. We
Cheers
thought we'd
for
just touch on what's happening. And
Yeah.
if anyone's down the GC this weekend, come have a beer or two.
Yeah, give us a yell.
and we'll catch you at the event.
We get amongst it.
Yep. Peace out.
Yeah, well.